Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, you already know that my monthly TBR jar videos are my all-time favorite to film. I love doing this. If you have never chosen a monthly TBR using a TBR jar, highly recommend. Like, it brings me so much joy. Like, it probably brings me a little too much joy, if we're being honest. So we are gonna be choosing my March TBR together, which, how the heck are we choosing my March TBR? I feel like January, snail's pace. February, speed of light. It is Valentine's Day when I am recording this. Hello, happy Valentine's Day, even though you're seeing this much later than Valentine's Day. But I'm just like, wow, how are we already halfway through February? Also kind of terrified because my February TBR, not looking good, not looking good. I'm reading a lot of good books this month, but for some reason, I'm reading books that are not on my monthly TBR. So not really sure what's gotten into me. I still do have half the month, so there's some promise, there's some hope, but we shall see in my February wrap up what comes of my February TBR. I fear a lot of those books are gonna be added back onto the TBR cart, but we'll see. Which, speaking of TBR cart, I did get a new cart. If you saw my last TBR video, my cart only had 3 wheels. One of the wheels fell off, and so I did get a new cart, which I actually love it more because it's wider this way, so I'm able to add more books on the front of the cart, so I don't have a ton on the back, which is nice. I have added some new books to the TBR cart since you last saw it, like The Wedding People, First Time Caller, Notes on Execution, The Inmate, Project Hail Mary, and probably a couple more. I got a lot of books for my birthday. My birthday was in January, so we've got options. We've got a lot of options to choose from for my March TBR. And I also added, I think, like 10 or 15 new prompts to the TBR jar. So I'm ready. So we're just gonna go for it. I think I'm gonna choose 7 prompts. I can never remember if I do 7 or 8 when I film this video every month, but I'm gonna go with 7 because I've actually been reading less this year than I did last year, like each month, because I'm just trying to like leisurely read, enjoy my reading journey, because last year I was trying to clear my TBR cart and I was just having to like mow through books. Whereas now I'm like, let me enjoy the reading experience. Let me savor each book. That's what I've been doing and it has been incredible. So I think we are gonna choose 7 prompts. So 7 books. So let's just go for prompt number 1. A book with numbers for chapter titles. Okay, I feel like that gives me a lot of leeway. So actually, I don't feel like this is cheating. This is my book club pick for March. So if I can get this on the TBR using one of the prompts, you better believe I'm gonna do that. So a book with numbers for chapter titles. No, this one does not fit that bill. All right. Okay, I actually really want to read this one. A friend of mine gifted this to me for my birthday because it made her cry and she said that she wanted me to read it. So if I can get this on my TBR, that'd be great too. Okay, no. Why is this harder than I thought it would be? 2 no's, amazing, love that for me. Ooh, you know, I would really like to read a Sophie Cousins book. Let's see, is she really going out with him? My best friend keeps asking me if I've read this yet and I have to keep saying no. So let's see, can I read this one? I think no. Oh wait. Yes, I can. Amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this one. Is She Really Going Out with Him by Sophie Cousins. So I've never read anything by this author before, so it will be a first for me, and the cover is just so fun, so cute. And like I said, my best friend loved this and she's been wanting me to read it, so now I can tell her that I'm gonna read it if I stick to my TBR. We'll see. Book number 1. Okay, going in for prompt number 2. Let's see what we get. Okay, a book with 1 person on the cover. 1 person. Wait, does The Wedding People? Y'all are gonna catch me checking The Wedding People for every single one. Technically, I think, yeah, like it's arms. Arms are a part of a person and that's 1 person. Is this a stretch? Is this a stretch? I feel like no, and it's my video, but let me keep looking. Let me just see what else we've got here. 1 person. The Lovely War does, but I'm not in the mood for that at all. Oh wait, hold on. I really want to read this. Like, really want to read this. The Third Gilmore Girl. It is a memoir by Kelly Bishop. I might choose it, y'all. I might choose it. Okay, I'm so sorry to my book club book. Also, it was kind of a stretch, like, let's be real. So let me pop this one back on the cart, and we are gonna read Kelly Bishop's memoir. I've had this since it came out in September, and I've really been wanting to read it. I'm gonna try to get on audio because I wanna hear her read it. So we're gonna go with this one for the prompt, a book with one person on the cover. Okay, good pick. I'm excited about this. So book number 2, going on the stack, going in for prompt number 3, a book on the New York Times bestsellers list. I feel like I have a lot of those. So let me take a look. Probably this one, Project Hail Mary. I feel like that is such a loved book. Okay, let me look on my phone because I really don't know off the top of my head. I wonder if The Wedding People is. Let's pull up the New York Times bestsellers list and see. Okay, I'm gonna be so honest. I've never actually looked at the bestsellers list, so I don't even know what to expect. So Onyx Storm is number 1, Deep End by Ali Hazelwood, number 2. Okay, so let me just scroll. Combined print and ebook fiction is like what I'm clicking on. So I'm just gonna scroll for a minute and see, actually I'll screen record so you can see what I see. And I will, the first book that I see that's on the cart, I will choose that one. Hopefully I have one, you guys. The Wedding People! The Wedding People! Okay, amazing, amazing. Okay, we're going with it. That works out so perfectly. Because like I said, this is my book club's book for March. So that is perfect. I am very, very excited about that. And that is our 3rd book in the stack. So let's move on to prompt number 4. How many did I say we were doing? 7? I think 7. 7 feels like a good number. So, oh, I have 2. Okay. Prompt number 4, a book with green on the cover. Okay, so this one for sure. I don't want to read Pride and Prejudice. Love It First book, but I think this one comes before this one. Like they're interconnected standalones, I'm pretty sure. So I don't want to do that. Half a Soul. I really, really have been wanting to read Half a Soul. I think I might go with that one. I'm pretty sure. What do we have going on the back? I only have like 5 books on the back, so we're not missing too much, but I think I'm gonna go with Half a Soul. I'm actually so excited to read this. Like, this is cracking up to be an incredible TBR. So book number 4 that we are gonna add is Half a Soul. I haven't told y'all what any of these are about because, to be honest, I don't know what any of them are about. I bought this one because my best friend told me to. This one we obviously know what it's about, and then I bought this one because I just kept seeing it everywhere, and I have been in a literary fiction mood lately, so I bought it, but I don't really know what to expect. And then I do know Half a Soul is a Regency style, like fairy tale, fantasy type of thing, but I don't really know anything about it. Once I read these, I'll report back in a monthly wrap up and let you know, but as of right now, I'm not telling you what they're about because I don't know. And I just wanna go in, like, and figure it out as we go. You know what I mean? So going for prompt number 5, we have a book with an even number of pages. Okay. So let's see, what do I want to read? Okay, let me see notes on execution because I know Brandy really wants me to read this and I would love to read it so that I can tell her that I've read it and then we can chat about it. 304, incredible, including the acknowledgements, 306. So either way, it is an even number of pages. That was easy, and it's also a national bestseller. So this one, I really have absolutely no idea what it is about. Like, truly could not tell you. A gripping and atmospheric work of literary suspense that deconstructs the story of a serial killer on death row. Okay. Told primarily through the eyes of the women in his life. Okay. I'm a little nervous. I get spooked very easily, and we will see. We will see. I'm gonna give it a go because I told Brandy that I would, and she got it for me for my birthday, but I'm a little nervous. But I looked up the reviews on Goodreads just to see like what the vibe was. It has really good reviews on Goodreads. So we are gonna be reading Notes on an Execution. I think I keep calling it Notes on Execution, but it's Notes on an Execution by Dana. I don't know, y'all. I don't know how to say it. So we're adding this one to our TBR for March. Y'all, this is like one of my favorite TBRs that we've ever pulled, to be honest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like we just have such a good variety going. So we are not gonna be getting in a reading slump in March. We are not. So going for prompt number 6, a book set in a small town. Love this, love this. But also I don't know. So, ooh, maybe I can read the second book in the Beartown series because Beartown is a small town. So let me see. I read Beartown in January and I gave it, I think 4.25 or 4.5 stars. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I loved it. And honestly, the more time that passes, I am continuing to think about the book and I'm like, wow, okay. That's when you know that it's a good book. So I want to read the second one. It's called Us Against You. Because I want to see, I want to know what is going on in Beartown after the first book. So this one is going to be the next one on our March TBR. Okay, I think we have one more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we have one more. How amazing that the 2 books that I wanted on the TBR are on the TBR. Love that for me. Love that for me. Okay, the last prompt. A book with an odd number of pages. What are the odds of that? That I already pulled the prompt like with an even number of pages? That's weird. That is very, very weird. Okay, so let me see what we have here. We have a romance, a memoir, literary fiction, fantasy, like a suspense, and then another literary fiction. We have such a good vibe going right now. I feel like I could really choose anything. Like I don't feel like we need to like balance anything out. So I think I'm gonna go with a romance just because I can read them quickly. Wait a second. You guys, I just realized, didn't add my sticky notes of the books that I have pre-ordered. Let me pull up my 2025 pre-order list so I can see if there's anything coming out in March that I want to read. Oh my gosh, absolutely. Hopefully one of these books has an odd number of pages. I can't believe I forgot to add these, like my little sticky notes to the TBR cart. Anyway, okay, I have 4 books pre-ordered in the month of March that are coming. So I have Finlay Donovan Digs Her Own Grave. I have Promise Me Sunshine by Cara Stone, Story of My Life by Lucy Score, and then Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. I kind of want to add Promise Me Sunshine by Cara Stone. Let me see. I'm going to go on Goodreads and see how many pages it has. And if it's odd, I'm 100% choosing that. Okay. The moment of truth. The moment of truth. Oh my gosh, please have an odd number of pages. I will scream. I'm about to click book details. 416. How sad. I am sad now. Okay, let's see. What does Finlay Donovan Digs Her Own Grave have? Okay, so Finlay Donovan Digs Her Own Grave. It's the 5th book in the Finlay Donovan series. If you've never heard of it, it's a cozy mystery. It's like a silly, goofy time. But the first book got me out of a reading slump back in, I think, 2021. And I've just read all of them since then because it's like, it has a very special place in my heart. So let's see, they're very like quick, mindless reads. 320, okay. Okay, so I guess we're not gonna choose any of the March books that I have pre-ordered because the other 2 come out later in the month, and so I don't wanna like cram them on my TBR and then not have time to actually get to them. So we're gonna have to pick a book off the actual cart, and I'm gonna be so for real. I'm probably gonna read the new Cara Stone book anyways next month. So odd number of pages, odd number of pages. What vibe do I wanna go for? Maybe let's check out First Time Caller since it is a new release. 420. Why do all books have even page counts? Like what? Should I do Hello Stranger? This one's been on my radar. Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. Am I supposed to be counting like the author's note and the acknowledgements and stuff or no? Okay, It has 313. If I don't count like all the other pages, let me see what all the other pages are, like if you count them. 323. Okay, perfect. So either way, this one has an odd number of pages, and I've just been seeing this one pop up more and more, like especially in people's like favorite books from 2024. So I am excited to add this one to my TBR. I don't know if it's romance or more like literary fiction, but there's a blurb on the front by Emily Henry. So you know it's gotta be good. It says, I loved it. Catherine Center's books are like a hug. All I know about this one is that one of the characters, I don't even know if it's the male or the female main character, they get in an accident of some sort, I think, and they get facial blindness to where they can't recognize people's faces. I don't really know how that works. Hopefully they explain it in the book, but that's the only thing that I know about this book. I've read like 2 other books by Catherine Center and I had such a good time, The Bodyguard and Rom-Commers. I have very high hopes for this and I am excited to add it to my TBR. So here is our stack of books for March. I will go over them really quickly so that we can recap together. So we have Hello Stranger by Catherine Center. We have Us Against You by Frederick Bachman, y'all know, I don't know. Notes on Execution by Dana, I don't know, I really don't know. Me and the last names of authors, like what is the problem? What is the problem that I have? I do not know. Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. The Wedding People by Allison Esbach? Question mark? I don't know. The Third Gilmore Girl by Kelly Bishop. I am so excited to read this. So excited. And then the last one is She Really Going Out With Him by Sophie Cousins. So good little stack here. I am very excited about March reading. I'm excited about the books that I have pre-ordered in March that are coming, that you will see added to my TBR cart very, very soon. And you might see some of my February TBR books back on the cart when we choose our April TBR. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me while I chose my March TBR. I hope that you are having an absolutely incredible reading month. I got my first 5-star read in February, so just saying, I'm not gonna tell you what it is right now. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know. But if you don't, you'll have to wait until my February wrap up. But I love you guys so much. I appreciate you watching and I hope you have the best day ever.